Assalamu alaikum students. Here's your teacher, Engineer Shaida Benazir Sheikh for Computer Science. Here is the review of previous lectures which you have already studied. Unit number 1 about computer, about evolution of computers, the generation of computers, supercomputer, types of computer, mainframe computer, data and digital analog. Now we start chapter number 2, computer components. Here you see the mind map, the components, central processing unit, buses, memory, ports, input output devices. Now we start the chapter by the introduction. In this unit we will learn about different types of hardware. These are the CPU, the data transfer, buses, different types of memory. Here you see the block diagram of the CPU connecting input and output with the storage. CPU, it is the nerve center of the computer system. It is also called the brain of the system. It consists of two parts, CU and ALU. It performs all the operations in our computer. It is housed in a single chip. Here you see the diagram connecting input unit and output unit. Then we have ALU, arithmetic logic unit. It performs the basic functions on data which are received from the primary storage based on instruction from the control unit, where addition, subtraction, division and multiplication which are arithmetic operations are done. Also logical operations are done, that is comparison between two pieces of data. Then we have CU. CU is the control unit. It extracts instructions from memory, decodes and executes them, and then called by ALU if necessary. Then we have the features of the CU. Control unit controls all inputs and outputs. Then we have the buses. The CPU communicates with the input-output circuits and the memory by using signals. These signals are carried by a set of wires called bus. There are three kinds of buses: address bus, control bus and data bus. Address bus, as the name shows, address. The wires which connecting the CPU with main memory to identify particular locations in the main memory where data is to be stored. Control bus, the name shows, carries control information between the CPU and other devices. Control bus carries signals that reports. Then the last we have data bus. As the name shows, data. It provides a pathway for the data to travel between CPU, memory and other components. Block diagram of the components of the computer system. Input devices and output devices connecting with the motherboard. On the motherboard you see the buses, the ports and CPU, other circuits. These are connected by the circuit on the motherboard. Then we have memory storage. The data, the information, the programs saved in the memory. Here we have two types of memory. One is set of chips located on the motherboard close to the microprocessor, and other is external memory. Then we have the motherboard. A rectangular card provides the connectivity between the hardware components of the computer like processor, memory, hard drive and video card. Here you can see the circuit. Then we have internal memory, primary storage or main memory. It consists of two types: random access memory and read-only memory. RAM refers to read and write memory, termed as primary or main memory. It is volatile. It loses contents if the computer is shut off or if there is a power failure. ROM permanently stores its data even when the computer is shut off, called non-volatile memory. holds the instructions that the computer needs to operate. These two types are RAM and ROM. Then we have external or secondary storage. It is a non-volatile memory. It is external to memory of the computer. Both the memories are same but work in different ways. Then we have input-output devices. Pronounced as I/O describes a device that introduces data into or extracts data from a system. Typical I/O devices are printers, hard disks, keyboards, mice, etc. Some types of hardware can act as both input and output devices, like touch screen, a type of monitor that displays text or icons you can touch. Then we have input devices, accept data and instructions from the user or from another computer system, like from a computer on the internet. Then we have the output devices, return processed data to the user. Then we have ports, a socket at the back of the computer used to plug in various devices. Internally, there are several ports connecting disk drives, display controllers. Externally, we have two types of ports, serial ports and parallel ports. Serial ports, a port or interface used for serial communication. Only one bit is transmitted at a time. It is called MEL connector. It is a general purpose interface used for almost any type of device. Parallel ports, transmitting data in parallel, which means more than one bit at a time. Also called female connector, has 25 holes. Then we have the written tasks, the question answers which you have to do in your registers. Also objective type, page numbers are written, answers are given over there from the book. After then you have to answer these questions by yourself post evaluation. Thank you.